We're thrilled to have you here with us again today as we explore the concept of time and how to prioritize it effectively. Time management is something we all struggle with, but today's session will help you recognize where your time goes and how to focus on what truly matters. We'll guide you through some practical techniques and mindset shifts that can make a profound difference in your day-to-day life. You likely have a long to-do list filled with tasks demanding your attention. If you have a family, run a business, or lead an active social life, time probably feels like it's always slipping through your fingers. You might even say to yourself, I just need more hours in the day. But here's the tough reality. You can't manage time. Time flows forward no matter what. No matter how many strategies or tips you read, time doesn't pause or extend for your convenience. So, what can you manage? Yourself, your actions, priorities, and responses to what life throws your way. When you find yourself saying, I don't have time, what you're really saying is, this isn't a priority for me right now. And that's okay. But rephrasing your excuses with this more honest language can help you see what you're actually neglecting and what truly deserves more of your time. The power of rephrasing. It's not a priority right now. Let's try a small exercise. Imagine you say, I don't have time to get my mom a gift today. Now rephrase it. Getting my mom a gift isn't a priority right now. How does that feel? It's a bit of a wake-up call, right? When we use clear and accurate language, we can see when we're neglecting important relationships or responsibilities in favor of short-term distractions. What about, I don't have time to scroll through social media? Change that to, scrolling through my phone isn't a priority. Even though this is true, most of us still spend hours doing just that. Research shows the average person spends 4.8 hours on their phone and 3.6 hours watching Netflix every day. When you reframe your time commitments like this, you'll quickly see where your focus is being pulled, and it's usually toward things that aren't meaningful. When you subtract time for sleep and work, the average person has 72 hours of free time each week. That's the equivalent of 3 full days. It's plenty of time to work on your goals, connect with loved ones, and take care of yourself. But most people aren't aware of how they use these hours, and that's why they feel overwhelmed and unfulfilled. Even though we have more tools and technology than ever to make life easier, we still find ourselves racing against the clock. Why? Because we aren't using our time logically. We're using it emotionally. We chase those quick dopamine fixes, scrolling through social media, binge-watching TV, or falling into habits that give us short-term pleasure but no long-term fulfillment. It's not that you need better time management skills. You need better self-management skills. Our main issue isn't about finding more time, but understanding why we prioritize some things over others. Our behaviors are driven by emotions, not by logic. That's why we reflexively reach for our phones before we even realize it, chasing that little burst of dopamine that apps and notifications are engineered to provide. If you're struggling to find time for the things that are important, like exercising, taking a class, spending time with your kids, or pursuing a hobby, you need to break the cycle. Consider a personal digital detox. This doesn't mean quitting cold turkey, but it does mean being mindful about when and how you use your devices. Here's a simple challenge. Set aside just one evening this week to turn off your phone and TV. Use this time to do something you've been putting off, maybe a creative project, reading, or spending quality time with your loved ones. You'll quickly realize how much you can accomplish when distractions are minimized. If this feels overwhelming, start small. Try just one night a week for a couple of hours, and increase it as it becomes a habit. The goal isn't to eliminate all screen time, but to reclaim some of your free time for activities that bring more lasting value. While reducing screen time is crucial, another key to prioritizing is figuring out how to make more time for what truly matters. Look at your weekly schedule and ask yourself, can I delegate some of these tasks? Is there anything I can automate? Are there activities that don't really need to be done at all? This simple act of trimming your schedule can free up more time for the things that truly matter. Once you've cleared some space, the next step is to make a plan. It's not enough to say, I'm going to spend less time on my phone. You need to have a specific intention for what you'll do instead. Without a plan, it's too easy to slip back into old habits. Write down a list of activities you want to try, hobbies you've neglected, or books you want to read. When you feel the urge to reach for your phone, turn to that list instead. Remember, prioritizing your time isn't about squeezing every second out of your day. It's about choosing what matters and letting go of what doesn't. It's about creating space for the people and activities that bring meaning to your life. We're proud of you for taking the time to reflect and grow with us today. Go out there and live with intention,